Hey, come here, Beefy dog. Come here. Let me put this on. Hi, Beefy dog. Let's go outside. Beefy dog, good girl. Good girl. Yeah, you. Yeah. You did good. Good job. Oh, well, Miss Dalton said good morning. Hey, you got a profile picture. Nice picture, Miss Dalton. What does that say? TNR said watching from Turkey. Very cool. Welcome, 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 welcome. Do you like turkey? Yes, I do. I do like turkey. It's delicious. Beefy dog, turn around. Turn around, you big beefy dog. Good, good girl. Good, 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 good. Super spooky kitty said, ah. Hey, we got a thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up. Whoever did the thumbs up, thank you very much. Oh, are you good? Haven't seen you in a few days. Nah, actually, I was at the doctor yesterday. I got an infection in my eye somehow, like pink eye. I guess it's like similar to pink eye. But the doctor didn't give me eye drops. The doctor gave me some goo, and I have to put some goo on my eyes like four times a day. And I have to wash out my eye with baby shampoo. Am I punk enough yet? Am I punk enough yet? Good God. How dirty and disgusting do I have to be? I have to change my pillowcases every night. I have to like put a warm washcloth on my eyeball. And there's like some gross, it's like, you know, in the morning when you still have sleepies in your eyes? It's like that, but all fucking day. It's all day long. Okay, lap 2. Turn around now, beefy dog. Turn around now. Good girl. Yuck. Yeah, yuck is right, Miss Dalton. That is absolutely correct. Super Spooky Kitty said, I sharted. Vicky said hi to Deborah. Hi, Vicky. Hey everyone. Vicky says hi, Stabworthy, and hi, beautiful beefy dog. Yo, Super Spooky Kitty, said, I farted and pooped and sharted. It's all over the carpet. All right, Spooky Kitty, get yourself under control. Goodness gracious. Phoebe says, hi, beefy dog. Hi, beefy dog. Miss Dalton says, I have allergic conjunctivitis when the pollens are high, and the worst is the late summer and early fall. Oh no. Sparkle said, WTF is going on in here? Hey, why don't you do your mod job? I'm just kidding. I was going to start yelling at you. I can't even with a straight face. Vicky said, that's gross. And Phoebe said, you okay? Vicky said, hi, Lisa. Ms. Dalton said, hey, Lisa. Beefy dog, turn around. That's it. You did it. Good girl. Good girl. Super Spooky Kitty said, I left a big one in the toilet and I forgot to flush. Hey, Spooky Kitty, what did I just say? I said, get yourself under control. Go in there and flush the toilet. Goodness gracious. Come on, BB dog. Uh-oh. Spooky Kitty. Spooky Kitty. I see. I was gonna let it ride, but these ladies who are modding for my channel do not like the poop talk. They do not like the poop talk. Good girl, beefy dog. Good girl. Sparkle said, I'm good. I was not prepared for this so early. And Miss Dalton said, thank you, Lisa. Sparkle said, no, it's too early for this proverbial shit. Beefy dog, come here. Don't get yourself wrapped around the tree. You did good. Good girl. Good girl. Smart dog. Good girl. Good girl. Hey, that's enough. That is enough. Young lady, come this way. Here. Good girl, good girl, good girl. Uh-oh. Super spooky kitty. You got timed out even longer this time. All right, super spooky kitty. Come back when we're doing an afternoon stream. I think it's just too early for the proverbial shits right now. I don't mind, but the chat room does not like it. So just come back when we're live streaming later than 8 a.m. It's not even 8 a.m. here. See, Sparkle didn't even have her coffee yet. Does Beefy Dog have a bandana on? Yes. Yes, she does. It's actually it's the California flag, so it's a red and green and white. I think she looks rather dashing. Beefy Dog's dressed up. Kinda, yeah. It's a bandana I was wearing the other day, so I took it off. But I didn't untie it, so it was still tied, and then it was still tied, so I just put it on her neck. California has their own flag, ? Why don't we? Sparkle, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. You know every state has its own state flag. Ours is like yellow with some blue. It sort of looks like the presidential seal. There's like a circle in the middle, and there's like some blue plants on either side, I believe. Beefy Dog! Okay, that's good, that's good. Rango says, can you say hi to my cat, please? Hi, Rango's cat. Sparkle. Ms. Dalton said, NJ does have its own flag. I'm reading it with sass. I don't know if she's being sassy about it. Sparkle said, I gotta Google it. I knew we had a bird and a flower. Yeah, every state has a state bird and a state flower and a flag. Cat's name is Cody. All right, Cody. Get it together. Come on, Beefy Dog. This way. Here. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Be My Guest says, hello from Chicago. Hey, that's awesome. Thanks for coming in and watching. And Sparkle said, hi, Be My Guest. Just once, could you be my guest? Instead of always throwing the parties at your house, how about you come to my party at my house? Be my guest. Uh-oh, Miss Dalton said Pennsylvania does not have a state bird. Just saw an article about it. Uh-oh. They need to get on the ball. Come on, Pennsylvania. Get it together. Oh, a state motto. That's what I was thinking of. And also like a nickname like Garden State for New Jersey. And I believe Keystone State is Pennsylvania. Sparkle said, you have no bird. Why? Oh, poor Pennsylvania has no bird. I know for a fact that Pennsylvania has pigeons. And they have like hawks and eagles and stuff. They got like turkeys and chickens. Pennsylvania has birds. Slap 3. Come on, Beefy Dog. Good girl, Beefy Dog. Am I on lap 3 or 4? It's too early for this, you guys. I can't even count to 4. Oh, you guys, I woke up at like 5 a.m. and I watched Men in Black. I watched the whole goddamn movie again this morning. I put it on last night and I fell asleep like halfway through. But then I turned it back on this morning and I just laid in bed and watched the whole movie. Just let it wash over me. It's peak Will Smith, I gotta say. He peaked with Men in Black 1. Miss Dalton said, I didn't read the article, but we are considering a migratory bird. I don't know which one. I didn't read the article. And Sparkle said, 5 a.m., question mark, question mark. Sparkle said, OMG, I'm finding you new DVDs. Sparkle, you don't understand. I have DVDs. I just don't feel like getting out of bed and putting in a new one. I got hundreds of DVDs. I'm just lazy. Especially late at night and early in the morning. I'm just lazy. I don't feel like getting up. Okay, beef dog. That's enough. That's enough. Turn it around. Turn it around. Good girl. What are you looking at? It's just a squirrel that you can't have. You can't have it. Beefy dog, you can't have it. Be my guest said, beautiful dog. Hey, thank you. Yo, RX Beddits is here. What's up, RX Beddits? RX Beddits? Beddits? Ms. Dawn said you need the DVDs with old school movies that have 3 movies on them. Ooh, that's kind of a good idea. It's kind of a good idea. Hi, BB dog. Did you forget about me? Where do you get those, Deborah? I've never seen them. Sparkle said, Sparkle, you got to go to Dollar General or Walmart or Kmart, like one of those types. One of those types of places. I'm sure you've seen them. Usually I can get like one of the, like an action pack. It's got like 6 or 7 Steven Seagal movies all on one DVD. Or like, you know, like 4 Denzel Washington movies. And you get like the Equalizer 2 and 3, but you don't get Equalizer 1. You get like, you get Equalizer 2 and 3, and then you get Training Day, and then you also get Book of Eli. It's like that type of thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're on lap 4 now, you guys, I guess. I have one with Lost Boys 1 and 2 and some other horror movies. Nice, 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 nice. Sparkle said, I'm surprised my dad didn't have those. As it gets hotter throughout the year, you're gonna see me going on these like morning walks probably more often. So I don't want to take the dog out like in the middle of the day when the sun is the hottest. All right, guys, so just turn on your notification bell so you know when I'm streaming. So we're gonna start doing more morning streams like this. Maybe I won't be in such a horrible mood if we stream before the day even really starts. Today is a bit much for me. I've been up for a few hours already. I watched the whole Will Smith movie. Come on, beefy dog. You sound happier today. Well, I saw my niece in the school play last night again. They did 2 nights in a row, and I was there for both nights. And that was good. It was pretty good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think if I do these streams like before the day has had a chance to like crush me, you know what I mean? So I'm a little bit happier in the mornings before the reality sets in. Miss Dalton said, I slept all day yesterday, so I'm still up from 11:30 last night. I hate when that happens. Are you going to try and take a nap today, or are you going to just stay up? Just stay up all day and go to bed at a reasonable hour tonight. It's tough, isn't it? Trying to figure out what to do when the sleep schedule gets all messed up. That's the story of my life. Sparkle said, oh, did they do better? Not really. In fact, whoever was like in charge of the microphones, the microphones did not sound good last night.Cherbear with the pink wavy hand. What's up? Welcome in,Cherbear. Welcome to the Chur live stream.Cherbear, thank you. Here we are doing a Chur walk in the Chur morning. All right, I'll stop making fun of you. Lap 5 now. We're on lap 5 now, folks.Cherbear, welcome. Thank you for coming in. Sparkle said, I get that, Deborah. I'm terrible at keeping a sleep schedule. And Miss Dalton said, depends on how tired I get. I can only sleep when I'm utterly exhausted because of the pain. Yeah. Yeah, it sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I think I might have made Cherbear a little angry. Hey, we got 5 thumbs up now. That's pretty awesome, you guys. Thank you for the 5 thumbs. Just a nice peaceful walk in the yard. Okay, beefy dog, turn around now. Good girl, good girl. Bear said, Lisa Sparkle, hi, with the hearts. I think that's a hello. Yeah, last night I saw my 7th grade niece in the school play Finding Nemo. She played the turtle, the main turtle, and she sang a duet with the baby turtle. It's pretty cute. And then I think the kids did a little bit better as far as like the line readings. I think the line readings were better last night, and a little bit they weren't trying to just rush through it. Like, I actually could understand what they were saying. Somebody told them to slow it down a little bit, which was good. Jobert said, I'm multitasking, LOL. Sparkle said, me too, LOL. I'm cleaning my kitchen so I can make something. Breakfast? You making breakfast? Are you making breakfast? Beefy dog. Good girl, beefy dog. Lisa, can I stay over tonight? And for 2 weeks straight? Just kidding. I'm not going anywhere today. I'm gonna stay home. Actually, my mom is with my aunt at like a convention. They're both in the same charity. My mom is part of the New Jersey chapter, and then my aunt lives in Chicago. And they're meeting up for the, I don't know, convention or whatever. But then, yeah, my aunt is coming back here on. She's coming back here tomorrow, so I'll get to spend some time with her. One, two, three, four, five, six. We're on lap 6 now. The number of the beast. 666. The one for you and me. Rodney said, watching from Keene, New Hampshire. Hey, Keene, New Hampshire, welcome in. Rodney from Keene, welcome. This is beautiful New Jersey. It's my house. This is my dog. Her name is Beefy Dog. I'm stabworthy. So welcome in. And if you like dogs going for walks, stay with us, because this is what we do on the live stream. We just go for walks. It's a nice, peaceful walk in the yard. Rodney! Hey, Rodney! Beefy Dog, here, this way. Good girl, good girl. Here we are. Now we turn around. Good girl, Beefy Dog. Good girl. Stay with me. What charity is your mom part of? It's called PEO. And I don't know what PEO stands for, but they basically it's like a charity to collect money for young women to get college scholarships. Also, how did you get to 6 laps? You were just on 3. Yeah, 20 minutes ago. I didn't see you there. You snuck up on me. You snuck up on Beefy Dog. just gonna stay there, huh? Alright. Here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Beefy dog, do you need a sit down break? You need to take a break? Come on, beefy dog. Sparkle said 7 laps. Yeah, we did 7. Sparkle said, sorry I made a mess and I couldn't type. It's all good. Hoo-ah! Hoo-ah! Have a great day. I'm going to go watch more of my show now. Bye, Miss Sultan. Bye, Miss Sultan. Thanks for coming. Sparkle said, have a good day. Okay, beefy dog, turn around now. Good girl. Sparkle said that rooster is awake as hell. Wait, can you hear a rooster? Can you hear a rooster do a cock-a-doodle-doo? Because I can't. Beefy dog. Walk with me. Here, come here. Good girl. Sparkle heard it. I didn't hear a rooster doing a cock-a-doodle-doo. My mistake. Maybe that's your rooster, Sparkle. Maybe personally you have a rooster by your house and that's what you're hearing. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now turn around, beefy dog. Good girl. Good girl, you smart dog. I don't think I do. I have a ton of birds, though, and now I can't tell if they're my birds or your birds. They're not my birds. That's for sure. Those are not my birds, Lisa. So, I had to borrow $10 from my dad last night so I could watch my niece be a turtle in the school play. I just realized like a whole nother week until the first of the month. Goodness gracious. Sparkle said, not my circus, not my monkeys. Pretty sure they're yours. I'm pretty sure that they're yours. Guys, we might be finished at 8 laps. I'm starting to feel like I should go back to bed or something. I don't know. My eyeball hurts. My eyeball hurts, you guys. I got one crusty eyeball. And not doing so well. I can only see out of one eye. So I'm not going anywhere today. I'm not driving anywhere. Are you still itchy? Question mark. Yeah, I am. You don't have pink eye, do you? No, it's not pink eye, but it's like pink eye. That's what the doctor said. She said it's similar to pink eye. I got some antibiotics and some goo to put on my eyeball. Instead of eye drops, they gave me some goo for my eye. Sparkle said, oh good. Okay, beefy dog, turn around now. Turn around now. Good girl. Good girl, beefy dog. Walk with me. Ew, you have to put the goo in your eye? Yeah, I do. It's gross. Come on, beefy dog. So I'm also having like some ear pain on that side of my face. But they said my ears look fine. It's just a lot of wax. But that's normal for me. Me and my brother too. We both have like a lot of earwax. And then right after she said that, of course, like I cleaned out my ears and I was like, there's barely any wax in there. But for the doctor, it was a lot, I guess. Peroxide helps break it up. Oh yeah, I'm aware. I've done that before. Have you ever seen those people that they put like a candle by their ear or something hot? They put something hot by their ear and that will like melt the wax so it drips out. Have you ever seen people that like put water in their ear and then the wax, like the water is like in their skull and then it drips out the side with the wax? I know all the tricks. Good girl, beefy dog. 9. We're on lap 9, Beef Dog. I didn't think we were going to make it. Sparkle said, what? OMG, LOL. I'm not really sure what your question is. Sparkle said, I used to get swimmer ear all the time. Me too. Me too. Putting fire near your ear. It sounds pretty dangerous, doesn't it? Make sure you don't catch your hairs on fire. That's the most important thing. Hey, we got the 6 thumbs up now. Hey. Beefy Dog, are you taking a rest? So, my nephew had a baseball game last night that I missed because my dad gave me $10 so I could watch the school play again. My sister-in-law brought my nephew down as well. Beefy Dog, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Good girl, good girl. Good girl, Beefy Dog. There's only one left. The baby one. Yeah, my baby nephew. My sister-in-law brought him down. They live like an hour and 20 minutes away. But Finding Nemo is his favorite movie, I've been told. Which, I mean, a great choice if you're going to have one, like, favorite Pixar or just any favorite movie in general. Finding Nemo is a really good movie. And I can see why he likes it. It's, like, very colorful and kind of fast-paced as well. But I didn't really see them for very long because I got this eye infection. I don't want to get the baby infected. And then, I said to her, like, oh, does being in our old middle school bring back memories? Like, horrible, horrible memories? Because that's the school we used to attend when we were in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. So, yeah, I saw my dad yesterday. He had told me that my sister-in-law and the baby were going to come. And then he said, yeah, I guess your brother has, like, a long day at work. He's not going to make it. But then, while I was, like, watching the school play, he sent me a picture of his fucking brand new tattoo. Like, he didn't come because he was getting tattooed. Isn't it weird? The schools seem so much smaller. Kind of, but actually my middle school, they've been putting additions onto it. So my middle school actually is bigger than it used to be. But yeah, it is weird. It is weird being in that school. I think when I go see the twins, the younger ones in the elementary school, that's what does it for me when I go to the elementary school and the primary school, because those schools do seem really small when I go in there. Sparkle said, oh, they tore down my middle school. My middle school is still there. They added some hallways and shit, but my high school was torn down. Beefy Dog, no. That's dangerous. Get out from under there. No. You have to get out from under that boat. That's dangerous, Beefy Dog. Okay, good girl, Beefy Dog. Stay with me. Go girl, Beefy Dog. Walk with me now. Beefy Dog, you were doing so good up until that point. Yeah, my high school was torn down, but they left the front doors there. Like the archway to get into the school is still there, but now it's a parking lot behind it instead of a school. Beefy dog, walk with me. They tore down my middle school. She said I went with my friend's daughter to tour my old high school, and that felt weird. And it's so weird that they left the doors. Well, they left the doors, and then it's like a parking lot behind it, but then the school is like right across the street. Like they built a new school right across the street from the old one. So where my school used to be is now the parking lot for the new high school. So it kind of makes sense. Plus that's like the oldest school in Ocean City. It used to be kindergarten through high school. And then eventually they had to build like a primary school for like kindergarten through 8th graders, and then they left the high school for just the high schoolers. And then they built another school because Ocean City was like getting more developed and more people were starting to live there year round. So they had to like add a primary school and an elementary school in Ocean City. But the high school is still, was still there. I remember some of my teachers talking about how they used to go to grade school there. Like they were kids. They were like 5th graders up with high schoolers, 18-year-olds. And back then, 18 was the drinking age. It was like drunk kids, kids who were legally buying beer. And then coming into school next day and like knocking down 5th graders. Beefy dog, come with me. Good girl, good girl. OMG, that's insane. It makes sense. We have a super old middle school like that, and they just stopped using it for a school, and now it's an administrative building. That's pretty cool. Oh, speaking of my mom, I just got a message from my mom. Apparently she's okay. Everything's good with my aunt. They made it to the destination. When did the drinking age change from 18 to 21? It was like the 70s. Yeah, it was the 70s. I remember my gym teacher was talking to us about how he went to high school. With little kids. It is crazy. But also that high school itself had like extra additions. Like they built like a 3rd floor onto it, and they built like some extra hallways on the sides. Okay, Beefy dog, come on, we're almost there. Then I'm gonna let you take a little break. We'll go inside, we'll get some water. Lap 10, you guys, we did it. Sparkle said, I didn't know that. Growing up in Ocean City must have been so nice. Kinda. I mean, I'm from the mainland, right over the bridge from Ocean City. So, we have our own middle school here. We have our own primary school and elementary school. But then we all have to go to Ocean City for high school. Sparkle said, yay, lap 10. Yay. I sort of did grow up in Ocean City, though, because my grandparents, all 4 of them, lived in Ocean City when I was growing up. And my mom was a teacher at the high school, so she went to work in Ocean City every day. So then she would drop us off at her friend's house for daycare in Ocean City. It's fun. When I was first born, like when my folks brought me home from the hospital, we did live in Ocean City actually, but then we got our own house on the mainland when I was a few months old, and then I would see my brother. He's not even a year younger than me. He's 11 months younger than me, but like by the time he was born, we had our own house. Because before that we were just renting from my grandparents. Like I said, my grandparents, they all lived in Ocean City, so they were renting out to us. 36th Street was my home when I came home from the hospital. 36th Street Beach is our family's beach. I didn't realize your brother was my age. Yeah, he was born in 1987 in August. And I was born in September of 1986. Less than a year. So it was more regional, ? Because my high school was like a funnel for a bunch of small towns. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ocean City High School is all the kids from Upper Township and Sea Isle City, as well as the Ocean City kids too. Marcia said, watching from the greatest state in our country, Texas, the Lone Star State. Sparkle said, what? They had a beach house? That would be worth a ton now. Yeah. Well, it was like right around the time I was graduating. All of my grandparents sold their houses in Ocean City and then moved to where I live on the mainland over the bridge. They all live on the mainland now because it was just like too much. Like the streets would get flooded every year, and they just had enough. And then on my mom's side, her parents, my grandparents, they were renting out. They lived upstairs, and then underneath them, my great grandma and her sister, my great aunt, they lived on 28th Street all together. And then my grandparents lived above them. But then like I said, my great grandma died. She was like the last one to go of her and her sisters. She died, and then my grandma and grandpa sold their Ocean City house and moved to the mainland. And my dad's folks who lived on 36th Street, who we lived with when I was born, they had their house completely torn down and then rebuilt. They they drew up the blueprints themselves. Like my grandpa designed this house, and then he only lived in it for like a year. They sold it and moved away. Not away, they moved here to where I live on the mainland. And then they lived there. Well, grandpa died like 15 years ago, and then grandma died like 10 years after that. Lisa said, hi, Sir Smokes a Lot. Yo, Sir Smokes a Lot. What's up? Watching from the West, by God. What's up? What's up, Smokes a Lot? Sparkle said, OMG, they could have all been billionaires now. Well, here's the thing. My grandparents were millionaires. Grandpa was a doctor. And then on the other side of my family, my mom's side, Grandpa was the president of the Pennsylvania Savings and Loan. Like he worked for the Pennsylvania Bank. So he had a really nice pension. My grandpa, the doctor, he had a really nice pension. And it was like, so they all had shore houses. They had Ocean City shore houses. And then around the time we were born, their grandparents, around the time that their grandchildren were born, they moved down here kind of permanently to be with us, I guess. And that happened on my, beach house money. Grandpa was a doctor, and then his dad also was a doctor. So they lived in Camden, but then they had their beach house in Ocean City. And then, like I said, my grandparents, they sold their main house up in Camden. They sold that and then moved down here kind of permanently to be with us. And Grandpa was still doctoring for a while. even though he lived down here. He would still go to work like a couple days a week after he retired because he couldn't stop. He couldn't stop working, and my grandma was getting sick of him. She said, "Charlie, go back to work. You're making me sick." Oh, okay. So yeah. Tale as old as time. Yeah, Charlie, get back to work. You're making me sick. So yeah, Grandpa died. He had a heart attack like 15 years ago, and then so all of that like beach house money, the millionaire money, like that kind of just helped Grandma live. She stayed in her house. We would all go visit her and stuff. And then also she lived in a nursing home for like the last 3 years of her life, and the money really went down the drain, dude. It's so expensive. It's almost like you have to marry a doctor in order to be taken care of later in life. And then what was I saying? Oh yeah, so on the other side of my family, on my mom's side of the family, it was Grandma who died first. Grandma had cancer. She died like 15 years ago. So then Grandpa, he was the president of the Pennsylvania Savings and Loan, yada yada. All of that money was spent on taking care of Grandma's cancer. Like by the time Grandpa died, he was broke. And that's like a really sad state of our country. Like even like the president of the Pennsylvania bank was broke by the time he died. And a fucking doctor, my grandpa, he was broke by the time his wife died. That's crazy. $10K a month, yes. Assisted living. Sparkle said assisted living for my dad. $10K a month. Yeah, that's insane. That's insane. Like rent money and food money and then like assistance money. That does not up to $10K a month. It just doesn't. But like you have to pay all the people who take care of the old folks. You got to pay all the people who cook the food. You got to pay all the people that clean up. It's crazy. I don't live on $10K a month. Why should he? LOL. Yeah, that's kind of funny, actually. Why does he deserve to be comfortable? And that's true, but oh god, who can afford it? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who the fuck can afford that? It's like she had to marry a doctor just to get that type of care later in life. But they were not like... It came out sassier than I meant. So yeah, my grandparents, the doctor and his wife, they like to spend their money. He didn't, like when Grandpa died, he didn't have like a ton of money left because he had a beach house and his house in Camden. He had 2 houses. He also had took us on vacation every year. Like he took us to Alaska, took us to Hawaii, took us to Puerto Rico. Like they spent their money and they lived life and they had fun and shit. And that's like, I feel like that's kind of my attitude as well. I am named after him. I'm the 4th. I'm the 4th. My dad's the 3rd. That's so cool though. They got to do what they wanted to do. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they lived in Florida for like a few months every year. They became snowbirds and they lived down there in Florida for a couple months every year. And they took us on vacation and shit and they had fun with us and like took us on trips and like took us out to eat. They took us out to baseball games. Like Grandpa, he knew how to live. Although yeah, he did die. He did die from a heart attack like 10 years before his wife. But he like powered through it. He had a heart attack and then he didn't go to the hospital till like 3 days later. And he's like, yeah, I've been having these chest pains for like 3 days. And he's a doctor. He should know. You know what I'm saying? He should know. But he went to the hospital eventually, and he was like, yeah, I've been having this chest pain for like 3 or 4 days. And then they're like, oh, you had a heart attack. And then he was only in the hospital for like half a day. He died pretty much right when he got there because it was too late. It was too late. He waited for too long. But he should have known better. He's a fucking doctor. And also my grandma, his wife was a nurse. They met when she was like a nurse in the hospital and when grandpa was still in med school. And then they got married like the day after he graduated med school. So and also she was like a school nurse she had a job. She was a school nurse. And so she also should have known better. Like, Charlie, get your ass to the hospital. You know. 3 cheese and me. Sorry for your loss. It's okay. It was a long time ago. Grandpa's been dead for 15 years and grandma died like 5 years ago. I'm an old man. I don't have any grandparents. They're all dead. My grandparents are all dead. I'm an old man. What was I saying? Okay, so yeah, Grandpa saved all his money. He eventually had to use that money to take care of his wife, my grandma, she had cancer. And then she died. Versus my other grandparents who spent all their money and they lived like about as nice as you could. You know, they had a beach house. There's 2 ways to do it, I guess. You could save up all your money for a rainy day, or you could use that money and then when it rains, it's like, oh well, deal with it. You know? Sparkle said, my last grandfather was 93 when I was 19. Whoa. So grandpa on the other side of my family, the banker, he died when he was 90. He died like 4 years ago. He died like 3 or 4 years ago. And he was actually my final grandparent left, and growing up, like, we all just assumed he was going to be the first to go because he's like big and tall and didn't really take care of himself. He had diabetes and shit, but like, yeah, he lived forever. He was the longest one to live. He outlived all his brothers too. He's a survivor like me. That's where I get that from. Grandpa was a survivor. He had like so many problems, and he lived to be 90 years old. Ooh, Anna Lawrence watching from Virginia Beach. Hi, Anna Lawrence. Welcome in. This is the end of my live stream. You're coming in right as we're wrapping it up. We're wrapping it up right now. But thanks for watching from Virginia Beach. I've been there a few times with my old band. We played some shows in Virginia Beach. Sparkle said, hell yeah, you're like a cat with 9 lives. LOL. Hi, Anna. Yeah, I get that from Grandpa. He was like that. He was like a cat with 9 lives. He lived to be 90 years old. And I was like, so proud of him that he made it that long, you know. So proud of him. But then he died like a couple months after that. But he did make it to 90 years old, which is really impressive. And then Grandpa, the doctor who died, he died like 15 years ago, so he had to be like in his mid-70s. And then grandma who had cancer, she died when she was like 80 years old. So yeah, like I said, my grandpa died like 10 years later. And then my other grandma, the nurse, she died in... Yeah? Ooh. Have a good day, 3 cheese and me. Sorry about that, guys. Oh God, what's happening? They said, oh God, what's happening? Yeah, sorry about that. I just had to talk to my mom's husband for a little bit. So is anybody listening? Is anybody here? You guys still here? Tell him I'm sorry he didn't get a cake for his birthday. Fuck no. He got what he deserved. He got what he fucking deserved. Sparkle said, damn, lol. Hey, are you still cooking breakfast? What's the deal? I'm hungry, dude. I gotta take some pills. I gotta take them with food though, so I didn't take them yet. Beefy dog, come with me. Stay away from that boat. It's dangerous. Hey, walk with me. Come on. Whoa, hey now. Cinnamon raisin bread. Yo, that sounds awesome. Wait a minute. I didn't start making breakfast yet. I was cleaning first. I'm either going to make strawberry bread or pineapple bread. Maybe both. I have cinnamon raisin bread. Oh, Eric Griffin said hi. Hi, Eric Griffin. I mean, pineapple is my favorite, right? I know you know pineapples is my favorite. So you better not be teasing me with that pineapple bread. Cinnamon bread came out good. Well, are you gonna let us have some? Did you bring enough for the whole class? Sparkle, you know pineapple's my favorite, right? What's going on here? Yeah, there we go. There's my pineapple tattoo. She said, OMG, I knew, but I forgot. Who's in here? I'm not sure. Let's find out. Sparkle is here. Be my guest. Sparkle and Be My Guest and Miss Dalton are the top fans right now. That just means that you guys have sent the most text messages for this particular live stream. Sparkle said, I'll make you pineapple bread. Yay! You can't see who's in here. No, you can't. You can check who are the top fans, meaning like the top people that have typed in messages, and then I don't know after that. I don't know. The XP. Whoever has the most XP. It says I'm number 1. You are number 1. All others are number 2 or lower. Alright, guys. We're going to quit for today. We just did our 11th bonus lap. And that's it. We're done. I got to get some food so I can take my pills. My morning time pills. No one's speaking up. I guess I do have enough for the class. Yeah, it's just me. Oh, we got 8 thumbs up too. Alright, guys. We love you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Maybe later today. Beefy dog, say goodbye.